Hey everyone, so here's the trade recap for this week 19 to 23rd of July. It was quite a slow week for me. I didn't take many trades this week, only I think 3 to 4 trades which I'll go through in this recap here. So let's hop on to it. This was the trade on the 19th of July, Monday. So I saw that price was actually coming towards this weekly area here, starting to play around at this area, creating higher lows, and it was also rejecting the 4-hour zone that I had here. So after that, we saw that price continued to make higher lows at this area, and I was looking for price to do a retest to this 15-minute zone that I had drawn up over here after it broke structure to the top at these areas here. Not the best break, but still it was a structure break with a candle closing above. So when price actually came back in and started to close above the 4-hour and the 15, I took my longs when this next candle actually flipped bullish. But however, the stop loss, because the trend is still very bearish, and there was also news from the UK that it was, I think, negative for the pound, so that's why price continued to fall. So given that we're actually sitting in the weekly and the daily price areas now, I'll probably not be taking any more trades today and then just waiting to see how today's daily closes. This is my trade on the 20th of July. So what I saw was price actually broke this 1-hour lows over here and then made this move down. So I was waiting for the retracement, which I saw on this candle here. After that, when I saw this rejection happening to my 1-hour zone and closing below it, I then looked at the 1 minute because of the long wick, and I saw that price was actually rejecting this area here and forming lower highs after breaking the structure on the 1 minute as well at this point in time. So when I saw lower highs being formed at this area, once price tapped into the zone, I took my entry short and then unfortunately got stopped out quite fast on the next move. On the next trade that happened during the New York session on the 20th, I also saw that price actually broke on the 1-hour, breaking these lows, and then it was trying to make a pullback into this area here. So once I saw that price actually rejected twice on the hourly, closing below my zone, by right, the entry on the lower high should have been taken, but because usually I enter my trades at least 5 minutes after the 1-hour candle has opened, I missed this trade. So moving forward, I think if the 1-hour has shown clear rejections and confirmations for the sells, what I can do is to scale into the position upon the 1-hour close, as in this case we also see that the 15-minute was closing below, so was all the 5-minute candles. I'll to move to the left, so we see that all the 5-minute candles are respecting my zone as well and closing below. So these wicks that we see being made were just the liquidity grab, which was a further indication that price was trying to come down lower and just grabbing liquidity before making that big move down. So the stop loss would have been above that 1-hour rejection wick over at this point here, and then just take it down to the next 1-hour zone below. Last trade of the week, as I took Friday off, so I first saw that this was my 4-hour zone. So after that, when I saw that this candle on the hourly actually closed below, I entered the next trade when this candle actually flipped bearish after creating a lower high. However, when it closed back into the zone, I cut off half the position to manage risk, as usually what I've seen is if price actually closes below the zone, it should not come back into the zone. So this was how I managed my risk on this trade. Then after that, we see that price tapped into the 4-hour zone and my stop loss was automatically pushed to break even using my trade management tool Qbox. So once that was done, we see over here that I actually got stopped out overnight at BE on this trade. So there we have it. That was my week's trades, wins, losses, missed. Hopefully you guys learned something, and if, as usual, if you need any help, just drop me a DM on Instagram. If not, then drop a comment down below and I'll be happy to help you out. Have a good weekend ahead.